What's up? Monday. I don't know. I don't know where this is gonna go today. I I really no idea. I'm in my truck again, but this is for entertainment purposes only. I forgot about that. But yeah, this is for entertainment purposes only. Believe me, don't believe me. Question everything. This is just me talking, trying to figure out who I am. Um, and what I believe to be true, I guess, in my own brain. What I'm creating. It's so weird. I think I only have a couple more days left of really doing this. Um, I kind of see it as two different realities. I'm stuck in between two different realities. Pretty difficult. Um, it sucks. And like I was programmed to just, I don't know, I'll make it. I really don't have a choice. But at the same time, like, um, I'm so scared of returning to the old version of me. Which now that I look at it, it's like I'm the same guy I've always been. My perspective was different. Now I'm understanding, like, being that it's only a train of thought, it's only a shift in perspective. It's easy for me to go back to it. And if I go back, I'm done. Like, I can't. I don't have an option. This is the last chance. Because I've already deemed it pointless. So it sucks because I'm torn between, for the first time, really focusing on myself, listening to myself, talking to myself, trying to grow. Um, and trying to just leave it in the higher power's hands, I guess. I don't know. Because I'm having too many weird things. Like too many, I can't explain it. And maybe some of the people I've met over the last 10 months can explain it better than me. Um, I just can't explain. It makes zero sense. There's no reason I met you. There's no reason I'm there. There's no reason I'm here. There's no reason I had that painting in my truck. There's no reason why the painting that I had in my truck is the same shirt color that you have on that day. And then I give it to you. The painting that. There's no reason why that painting's in my truck. And it's all the same colors on you. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But it makes all the sense in the same. I know my purpose. Right now I'm just fighting Burning some bridges, man. I talked about it before. I think I have to do it. Whatever I gotta do. Um, I I don't know. I mean, my phone is blowing up. Um, Cody, Cody, Cody. My heart is going no, no, no. And then I know that I may have some avoidance tech qualities. Probably all of them. I probably am nothing but an avoidance type of dude. To be honest with you, because I didn't believe. Like if I don't see it, I don't believe it. Type of dude is what I lived until now. I'm trying to figure out like I don't know because all I know is that for the first time I'm focusing on me. The first time I'm listening to me, to what I have going on in my head. Um, and it's the only right answer. Like I can't explain it, but it's the only right answer. If I live my whole life not physically listening to me and talking to me and then even listening to what I have to say really truly, not respecting myself, not loving myself, and it put me in a place where I had zero joy and I was angry all the time. I can't go back to that. So I have to I know I'm doing what's right. I'm just tired. I'm so tired. I really like I have a lot of stuff coming up and I have this one big thing looming, you know? And I keep thinking like, yeah, I'll be good tomorrow. Well, maybe when? Like, how many more days of this? Um, when will I be good? Like, and then I'll be okay, and I can go do what I gotta do. Like that's the biggest thing. Is like I don't know what to do. And it's not. I'm not even really confused. I mean, really. Um, it's just that I'm in between two worlds. Like that. It's not really confusion in itself. It's just the transition period of out with the old and in with the new. Because I know it's real, I know it's true, but at the same time, the confusion is just my old self questioning it. And does that old self, um, who didn't believe in me, question it? And I know I'll have everything I need. Like I'm not scared of that. I do feel like I don't know. I don't know why I feel like I. I know I need to do this a couple more days, for sure. I need to talk. I need to talk. I need to talk. I need to listen because my eyes on my my talks have been changing. From day one to now, they're different. Not really, but that they've progressed in ideals, and each day I'm learning more information. Um, and then it's weird. Like what's happening is what I talk about today. Um, and then when I listen to it, like it prepares me for the next day. It's weird. Like those conversations need to be had that next day. Which blew my mind now because I'm just thinking about like I remember I said I never prepared for anything, and then I prepared a while ago for one thing. Then the next day it went exactly like that. The only difference is I wasn't confident. Well, I was confident, but then I had one moment of weakness. I questioned myself, um, and then I saw that bounce back, like the change of in their eyes. But it had to be that way. But now I'm preparing so much, and I truly believe this stuff. I know this stuff is real. It's true. It's me. Or come, whatever. That's who I am now, with the help of God, or. But it's every day. Never fail. Never fail, dude. Like never fail. Does what I talk about the day before not come up the next day verbatim? And like I said, when I went to college and in criminal justice, like that's all that is verbatim crap. Like it's the stupidest waste of time. It's verbatim. You just memorize it. You're good to go. Doesn't matter. So I guess college prepared me for this moment in my life where I'm going to be have one day to prepare for the next day, and that's going to be my life forever, which is cool. I like it. I just now need to figure out a way to make money and not waste my time doing pointless acts. And where I can touch more people's lives with just me being me, just being vulnerable, and me just talking, and maybe I can light a spark, and then you can take your control back, and you can start being your best teacher. Because Jesus was like, me and the Father are one, because He's in me and I'm in Him, or whatever. And then you're in me. Like, that's it. That's what it is. That's what all of this is. We're all one. You just gotta have that spark so you can see it. Because we're all born in the dark. It took me 35 years to see a spark. And now that it's here, I want to do nothing but run back into the dark. Because it was comfortable. And it was easy. And I knew all the rules. And I knew how to, protect myself. I knew how not to cry. I knew how to be in control. And now I'm not in control. To be honest with you. Like, I'm not really in control. I'm not in control of any of this. I'm only in control of my legs. Really. And what I feel and, like, which direction I go. And it's not really, it's weird. It makes zero sense. but it makes all the sense at the same time. I think I know what to do. I guess I gotta figure out how to do it. It's the worst. It's the worst thing ever for me. And for other people, it'll be easy. But for me, for me, it's difficult. I guess I have to do. I don't know. And that's what keeps playing in my head is like, Cody, what do you do? Like what? Um, what's important? My answer is me. What's the most important thing? Me. For once in my life, me. What makes you happy? Me. I do. I make myself happy. You know, and then now I'm becoming more aware. Like when when I go do this, it just drains me. I can't like it doesn't make sense anymore. Like I physically can't. Like it's like I walk through like a field of and it just drains me. Like I walk through a door and it's just sucks all my power away. And my mind doesn't work. But um I don't know if it's just it just means that I just need to keep talking for a while, for the next couple days or whatever. Or what, I don't know. I know I need to be talking. I do know that. Um I just I don't know, man. I know I need to be talking. Because it's not all out there. I mean, if I didn't talk for 35 years, what's how am I supposed to talk enough for all that? No, I'm thinking 7 days. I'm thinking a 7 day cycle. Um, and so I posted the first YouTube 5 days ago. So I'm assuming because I just had a thought about 7 days, like just all morning. And it's just that you really only need to do it 2 more days, or you have to, because I have to break that initial cycle. The one of me being born in the dark, being hoodwinked and tricked. I have that Scooby Doo moment, that first emotion, and then getting tricked and not being able to trust myself, and then have infinite hope. Now, infinite hope is fine, but um, I got to be smarter than that. I can't just run around giving people infinite hope. Like I mean, like I can't. I mean, I can always have infinite hope for them, but I can't hurt myself because I'm always waiting. Or I'm giving way too much of me. And that's what I have to learn. Like I'm giving you everything and I'm getting nothing in return. I'm gonna do it anyways, but at some point I gotta walk away. And so now I gotta learn to walk away quicker. Or I'm not gonna do that for you. It's not an equal give and exchange. Like I lose. It doesn't matter if there's money involved or not. Like it doesn't equate. That exchange rate is wrong. And because I had a wrong self-worth and perspective, I didn't know that exchange rate was wrong until it was too late. But it was just a bad season too. And honestly, since my mom died, like it's been that way. And I thought I was over it. Like I was remodeling one when my mom was in the hospital, and it took me like forever to get back because I honestly I just didn't want to do it anymore. Like my mom, I had a bunch of phone calls there, like because we would call each other, like the brothers and sisters. We'd all call and check in on her as she's in the hospital every day. So I had a lot of emotions in there, and I was dealing with it by myself. Of course, everyone else was dealing with, but I mean, everyone else had families and wife, wife or kids, or whatever. But it doesn't mean you're not alone, because everyone deals with their stuff on their own. Like no matter how many people are around you, you're still technically alone. But I didn't talk to myself back then, really. I mean, I did a little bit at night sometimes, but I didn't. It wasn't the same as it is now. And before I started recording these, I mean, I would talk out loud to myself every night. That's kind of where I got this idea. Because I would talk to myself or God every single night. When I lay my bed down, it was kind of a both. I would talk out loud and, direct questions to this higher power, or to whoever, the universe, to Creator, God. Or myself. But it's kind of all the same. It's 3 in 1. It's all the same, really, technically. It's like, like, so the way they word things in the Bible, like about family, like, let's see, like if you were the son of someone, they would say your father's name, and that was you. So it's kind of the same as like the way I see it now. It's like your creator, like that's whoever created you. You're that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he created you, so you're him, and he's you. You're one. Maybe I don't know. I don't have a clue, man. But I do know humans are crazy. Like we're capable of so much more than we think. So much more than we know. So much more than we perceive. I don't know, man. I don't know. These talks are good for me though. Like I can't stop doing it. Like I need to go to work. To be honest with you, I do. I really do. Like I said, I got people calling me. I got things coming up, and my my whole being is just telling Cody just quit everything. Walk away from everything. You can come back later. Then now, but I'm just scared. I guess I'm terrified. I have no idea what I'm terrified of. To be honest with you, there's really no reason to be terrified. I'll be alright. Just go do something new. Whatever. Work at McDonald's. I don't know. Anything. This it has to be different. And maybe that this is not the way for everyone, honestly. But I know me. And I think if I don't, like I said, if I don't change my day to day, like if I don't change what I do, I want to help people. I want to inspire people. Um, I want to do stuff with adoption. I want to, you know, Let people know that they're not alone. Let people know that other people are struggling. Other people are playing their grown ass men are playing in their imagination, creating the worst scenarios possible, you know, and feeling like dog poo. And that you know, it's ultimately easier. You're not alone, I guess. I don't know. Maybe just the whole point of all of this is just me crying for help. But then again, I can't accept help. Like, so I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to say, like, maybe I can just be a mirror. And a mirror you can't physically reach in and touch, right? And then maybe that's what the mirror is for. Like, that's why. Is you can't physically break that barrier and do the things, huh? So an external source can't reach into that mirror and change anything. It can't. Because what is in that mirror, like you can't, it's in the mirror always. Like you, you can't reach into that mirror. It's almost like your physical body is on the outside, and then when you look in the mirror, that's the real you. And you don't even, so you need to study it. You have to stare at it, and you're fixing the invisible, or the untouchable, the untangible, is what needs to be fixed. What has to be fixed. And it's not external. I mean, some of it, I mean, your physical traits, or you're a little heavy and you need to lose some weight. I mean, I guess that's it. I don't know. So you're in the mirror. You can't reach into the mirror and change anything. So it's just an invisible battle with your mind, or whatever you can't see technically. Like, it's not the physical mirror. Yeah, I don't know, man. Cause I just don't know. Cause I don't know. Then what happens tomorrow if I just talk the same? But like, what's gonna change? Even though everything's changing every day, like stuff changing every single day for me. Yeah, back up, bruh. I don't know. I may not even post this one, to be honest with you. This is kind of like a pity party, but it's kind of like a, tough love, maybe. But then again, it's like, I know me though, and my goal is to be the best version of me. So I have to do whatever I have to do, and everything else has to be on the back burner. It has to be. Otherwise, I won't finish my task of myself. And I don't know why I feel that way. I really don't, man. I shouldn't. I mean, I got opportunities. That's what's weird. It's like this is a good opportunity. I got lots of opportunities coming up. And actually, for once, like these opportunities, like would um big opportunities, but not. I mean, just on that. But I mean, I don't want any part of it because really the only reward is materialistic stuff, money, and that makes zero sense. Like in the scheme of things, like yeah, if my goal was honestly, I don't even know. Like I can't even think of a good reason. Like I can't, cause yeah, I really can't. Like because none of my goals involve that. Because the only goals that are in my head right now are me. And that sounds so weird, but yeah, like even man, that's weird. Like as much as I want kids, like no, like if I'm not fixed yet. Like if I'm not okay in my head, like I can't have one. Like that's what I want. But if I'm not um if I'm not ready, then what's the point? Even if I have tons of money, I don't care because I'm not ready. I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna let that kid live the life that I did, man. No, ain't no way. Ain't no way. It's messed up. I'm just trying to love myself and other people and just be there just for the moment. That's what I'm saying. Like even if I don't know. I met some people yesterday. Like there's no reason for it. Zero. But all the reason in the world of why it had to be that way. And it was equal give and take. And then I needed the lessons. I needed the talks. And hopefully in return they needed some stuff. And I was able to facilitate or help. That's my purpose. To constantly focus on me and freely give my time and experiences to others, which is love. Freely giving your time and experiences to others is love. And everything else will fall into place. I don't know, man. I really need to pour out a Gatorade bottle. I'm at the park right now. It's on the other side, and you can't just pour out a Gatorade bottle anywhere. I was gonna try and get my hair braided today. I don't know if I will. Someone made a good point that I like to wash my hair so it won't last. And that is a good point. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to do things that make me happy, and it's so weird because then it feels like I'm not doing anything worth doing sometimes because there's no monetary value, but not really because like I just feel like I'm doing so much for myself, and I can't explain it because that's like invisible to me. So I've lived a life of tangible things, and so now what I'm doing looks more invisible, and why I used to think it was not real, and now I'm thinking that the invisible things are more real than this tangible matrix that we think we see, the cars and the houses and the buildings and stuff. It's like none of that even matters. Those are just machines. They don't think. They don't breathe. But I do. And I love. And I want to be loved. And I want to be the best version of me. And I want, when I meet someone, I want them to feel love. Or at least see it on me. I hope they feel it. I hope they can accept it. Maybe the reason why I have to be love is because I was the one who blocked it. I was the one who honestly, like, I'm never gonna know the answer. If how people really loved me. I'm never gonna know. For 35 years. I'm just never gonna know, like, it's not gonna it's a waste of time, really. Um but now maybe I know how I blocked it. I know how I didn't receive it. So now that I am loving people, maybe I know how to make them receive it. Well, I was strong enough to block it, and they're strong enough to block it. But now maybe I know, I know how to manipulate them enough to make them feel it. Maybe I can break the barriers that no one can break with me. And I hate the word like manipulation. But sometimes sometimes people got to kick you in the nuts for you to know. Sometimes they gotta. I talk about free will, like don't infringe on someone else's free will. I don't know. I guess it's a fine line. I mean, I'm not physically gonna touch you, but I'm gonna love you hard, and I'm gonna say something and try and, get you to look left while I'm saying I love you right, so I can plant that spark. Like, I know what I'm gonna do. I already know. Is it right or wrong? I don't know. But I love you. I wish someone would have done it to me. I wish someone was sneaky enough to tell me that they love me and me to believe it. I mean, maybe that's why I had to have the path that I have. Maybe I'm just crazy enough to get through to people. They were like, that dude's really crazy. And I'm kind of crazy. Like, let me listen to him just for a second. And if he's talking this way, that means other people talk this way. Maybe I'm not alone. Because I love people too, but I never knew how to show it. And this and that. I don't know, man. Maybe that's the point of all of this. Is I had to do everything the way I did it, which I did. I mean, I know this. I mean, this is kind of just like a pep talk, but at the same time, like I said, because I have to program myself because it's so hard to do things by yourself and die to yourself. Because it's a huge ego battle, man. And this one's real hard. Real hard. No, this would be a subject change. I don't know what's going on, but I am tired. I'm so tired. Like, that's funny, though. Because it's warranted. For the first time ever, I truly accept that I should be tired. And that may not make any sense to anybody. I'm tired. I remember many years ago. Oh man. I flipped this house all by myself. It took me 3 months. Um 70 something trips to the store. Made $9,000. $9,000, dude. And it destroyed me. I've never been the same since physically. I've actually, this time in my life, I've kind of recovered from it now. The last 10 months, whatever, and getting healthy. Like really now, yeah, really. Um, yeah, but physically, yeah, it destroyed me for $9,000. It's nothing. It's retarded. And then what's funny is, I still remember like, I mean, that was me working nonstop for days. Like I would not go to sleep and I would work all day, all night. 3 months straight. Sleep a little bit, sleep a couple hours, go right back at it. For $9,000. All because I didn't know how to say no and I didn't know my worth. And then when I got paid, that woman thought that she was giving me the world. Like that $9,000 was a lot of money. And it was worth it. I lost so much time for $9,000. I wasted so much time. And it's nobody's fault but my own. And I really never even looked at it, because I just kind of avoided the fact that it happened. But I was physically destroyed after that. And mentally. And I've never been the same up until now. Now until I start focusing back on myself. Like, this is recovery. This is true recovery for me. Like, maybe, I mean, exactly what it is when my mom passed away. Like I said, I felt like an unwritten contract that, I don't know, that a contract that, I just had a contract with her, a soul contract or something, or I owed her the world. But it was ripped up. And I just, boom, I could breathe. I took the first breath. I took the first real breath ever. And it's so weird because it plagues me. It plagues me to death, because then it's like, because it's not, because then it makes me like feel shameful again that maybe I was happy that she passed, and I'm not. I mean, I'm grateful for the time I had with her. That's how I reshaped it. But I'm not like happy that she's not here. And through my talks, I hope you understand, like, and I hope I understand more, like, Cody, it's okay to be bound to have multiple emotions for things. Because that's how it works. It's not one emotion. It's not one blanket emotion, Cody. That's the problem. not being human and having multiple emotions, different emotions. That's what they're for. So you stop. I guess it's what it is. That's what emotions are for, is to make you stop. And I was just too stubborn. I was like, screw this. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to stay busy. I'm not going to stop. Because if I stop, then I have to start looking around and see what's really real and what's not. And now that I'm stopped, it's just overwhelming, but like I love it. Like this makes sense now. Now everything makes sense. Wait, I can change this? I can feel this? I can be this? I can love people? I can be loved? I can get to a point where I know I could hold someone's hand all day long and just hold somebody's hand and love it and feel safe and give that away to somebody. Or someone will hold me back, and I deserve that. We all deserve that? Are you serious? That's real? It's not just a fantasy in a movie? Because I used to spend hours watching that crap, man. I mean, I even caught myself the other day watching a couple. Like I don't watch a lot of movies, but the other day I just was like, you know what? I want to watch a movie. I just want to escape the crap that I'm in now. Like, let's see what these romantic comedies are about again. Because I've watched them all. I've watched every single one. Not really, but whatever. So I started watching them again. I watched like 3 or 4 in a row. Like, come on, which is the longest I've watched anything in a while. Because I've just either been painting or talking to myself or painting or doing a little work or whatever. But yeah, did I ruin myself? For everybody else. For nothing. That's on me. And so now I'm at the crossroads of like, I'm not gonna continue down this road. I've done did it all. Um and I guess I just built up so much resentment for undervaluing myself. It's like, who cares now? I know my own worth now. But to me it's pointless. Like I'm never gonna be able to do the things that I did before the same way without being resentful. I guess that's it. I honestly, maybe that's it. And it took me 6 days to do it, and then I have one more day to talk tomorrow. And then we'll reevaluate this thing. So it took me 6 days of talking to figure that whole thing out. And that's why I can't go. That's why I can't do it anymore. I gotta just whatever, take money out of whatever savings I think I have or don't have. And whatever, make it right. I made a mistake. I didn't know. I thought I was healthy. I thought I could. This opportunity would. I mean, and it ultimately is easy. Like I said, I know how to do it all. It's easy. I'm just doing it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know why. I'll repeat things in threes. I'm watching myself. But I guess I'm programming myself. I mean, maybe I say I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just don't wanna. It makes zero sense. It's a waste of time. But everything I did yesterday wasn't a waste of time. Everything I did this morning wasn't a waste of time. This talk right here is not a waste of time. Like, this is real. This is love. Like, this is growth. Invisible stuff. All this is invisible. And now I'm deeming the invisible more real than the tangible. In this instance, there's a lot of tangible things that are real, but the X are people. And like I said, one man's purpose is another man's passion. I don't know, or one man, I don't know, or one man, what I deem pointless could be somebody else's, castle. Who knows, man? But I ain't doing it. I can't do it. Makes me want to throw up, even though I like throwing up. Why because it just felt good to clear out whatever was not supposed to be in there. I didn't like it per se, like I don't like, but I just feel better afterwards, if that makes sense. It's not like I run around vomiting. I haven't vomited in a very long time, um, but that's how my body works. Like, I just feel better when it's done, when it's over. And I know I don't need to eat that food, and I know I can go get something else. Healthier. Not bad. And it's just, I'm just kind of leaving it up to whatever, to not even me. I'm just trying to ultimately work on me. Like, that's, I asked somebody, to kind of listen to what I'm doing, and like I said, make sure that I'm doing what I think, that I'm okay. I don't know, man. The whole thing is like, um, I know what I'm doing, and I'm ultimately doing it for myself. But this is, that's why I keep laughing about entertainment purposes only. Like, take what you want. Like, um, I just want people to know that they're not alone. That there's somebody else out here battling by themselves. Someone who thought he was tough. And realize he doesn't even know what tough is. And that being tough it's not even a good thing. Like, who cares? Like, that's not, who cares what it is? Like, honestly, it doesn't even matter. But like, your dad's programming you to be tough. Be tough. You can't cry. Don't do this, don't do that. And then, their dad said it to them. And I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm done listening to what people say. That's why, do what find out what you think is true. But I'm done if I find it stupid, it's stupid. For me in my life. But I have, I'm trying to set rules and come at it the best way I can so I can not harm anyone, physically or, mentally. And then maybe I can be just an example of change in the sense of, like, the kid didn't talk for 35 years. That's not the same kid. He can change. He changed. He changed everything. He turned that frown upside down. You know what I'm saying? In the simple scheme of things, like, that's the most extreme opposite is possible. You turn that frown upside down. That's crazy. One extreme to the other. And even, like, I'm still happy. I'm just kind of being hard on myself because that's what I need to be today. Like I said, I know I got one more day of talking. I don't know why, but I think I'm going to continue to talk, but it's going to be different, maybe. I think this. I had the initial cycle I have to break, right? I got to be a cycle breaker, and a lot of everything I've done so far is that, in the grand scheme of things. Then I got to continue to do it for the rest of my life. That's the one thing. Is like this is not like a just a 1 week battle. I've been battling for I don't even know how long, to be honest with you. Like I don't even know when I started this journey. To be honest with you, I don't know. Like I know 4th of July was something, and but other than that, like I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. I could look at my email, I guess, and see what I did some emails or something, but other than that, like no idea. And I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna waste that time. I just don't care. But it's been long. Um, and it's been up and down in the sense of like I would quit stuff and then be good for a while, and then I'd pick it back up or something, pick up a habit or something like that, or I would walk away from something and then try it again, or this or that, and like this is it, man. I'm done. I have to be done. That other like I have to get rid of all that stuff. Like work doesn't matter. That's what's weird. Is like you think of like addicts or something like to go to rehab. Like you got to give up everything. I guess I don't know. I have no idea. I've never been. But this is kind of the same thing. I would assume. Like if I really want to be the best version of me, then I have to take that time, right? And I have to step away from everything. And I guess like when you go to rehab, you're there all day long, 24 hours a day. You gotta go to these things, classes, ultimately talk. Huh? You know? Huh? You're forced to focus on yourself for once. And cut out all the other things. Forever, how many days until you build your new cycle, your new world? I didn't know that that's what I was doing. Until just now. But like I said, you gotta give 100%, or you're not gonna get 100%. You're not gonna change. I guess. I don't know. Maybe some people are capable of it. I don't think I am, because I fall back into convenience too easy. Because I'm too good of a programmer, which is a problem. Because I created it, so I got my own best enemy, man. And it's difficult. And it's downright lonely. Not really. It's really not lonely. That's what's so funny. It's like every time, it's not lonely. Cause people keep saying, Cody, it sounds like you're lonely. I mean, quit telling me what I am. You don't know what I am. You don't even know what you are. But I ain't lonely. What I am is people are the point. So anything that doesn't involve people is pointless to me. Because right now, and probably for the rest of my life, I understand now that I am the point. I am the only point. First. And I said the other day, if it's just for one person, then that's pointless. It needs to be for everybody, right? But it's just based on perspective up. Because first it needs to be, each individual person needs to be the number one point. And then once that, once you focus on that point, you move to the next point, which could be everybody else, But you have to be your best version, or you have to even be alive. That's the whole point. You have to be alive to help other people. Because if you're dead, then now that's pointless. You have a bunch of walking zombies around here. And I was a zombie. I was a ghost. I didn't exist. I was pointless. And now, yeah, so it's just people. People are that's it. And so it's not that I'm lonely. And like I said, when I'm painting, I like art, and I like paint. I paint by myself. Like I'm not lonely. But my art is ultimately for other people. Me first, but then I give it to other people. Same thing with music. Same thing. Them first, because you make it, you enjoy it, you like. I hope, and then it's for other people. Poems, stories. You first, and then you're giving it to other people. Even food, same thing. So like for me, it's like if I'm not affecting other people, then it's pointless to me. Me first, then them. And that's why I said, that's why yeah. I'd like whatever, whenever significant other and kids and stuff, but I know that, there's a difference. Like, I'm not, obviously it takes a while to have kids, but, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of letting it fly. Like, I know that's a goal, but it's not a goal that I am ultimately pursuing because I'm focusing on myself. I mean, I wouldn't, like I'm not going out of my way to search for it. Because ultimately, it's not my focus. I'm my focus. And like I said, who knows what happens tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow's my last day. Like, maybe tomorrow is the day. And I don't know why about the cycle thing. I thought about it this morning before I even started talking or anything, before I even whatever, was even gonna talk. And when I woke up, I was like, man, tomorrow, you need 7 days of this. You have to have 7 days of this. Like, that's, I don't know what it was. It just, I looked at the phone and I saw that I've been talking for 5 days. It was the first day I posted. So I was like, well, when that post says 7 days, and maybe that's it. And the reason why I say that, so 7 times 3 is 21, which would be 21 days. So if I made, which I've made more than 7 posts, 22 days. So I'll have to see. I'll have to add up time, because like if they say it takes 21 days to program yourself and then 66 to make it hardwired, I want to see what happens, like how many hours I have, and then if I can divide that by how many times I've listened to them in the last 7 days, right? I want to see how many hours that is, and then I want to divide that by 66 days, and I want to divide that by 21 days. I want to see what that hour count is, because I want to see what they're saying that hour count is, because if you think, like, say it takes 21 days for you to program something in yourself, like say it's going to the gym, that's 1 hour a day, for 21 days, so 21 hours, right? And then 66. And I'm going to assume, but you know what that gets you? That when I add up my hours, it's going to blow that away. It's going to be more hours in a short amount of time, being that I reprogram myself like I listen to it multiple times a day. So instead of me putting 1 hour into this programming and creating this new schedule, I put in, 12 hours a day, and then, boom, this is just me forecasting what, and the reason why I woke up and said I need to do it for 7 days. And then I'm going to prove the fact that you can program yourself in 7 days or less than that. Yeah, you can reprogram, and it sucks. And it's not fun. It's funny. It's definitely funny. And it is fun. It's both. It's all. It's hilarious. It's gut check time. It's embarrassing. Extremely embarrassing. I just really don't care because I had to do what it takes. And ultimately, the reason why I posted this is because it was a way of holding myself accountable. Ultimately, it was for me first. And then, like, I had to make it real, right? I had to make it tangible. I had to make it so real that, like, I will deal with the repercussions for the rest of my life. And they always say the internet is forever, bro. And this was the only way I knew I could do it. Like, I had to do it, otherwise I would have never changed. And I still gotta make it till tomorrow, and I will. I'm just kind of pity party in it, but because I'm just so tired. I mean, like, I was laying in bed last night, and I got home, and it was late. I don't know, and I wasn't gonna listen to anything because I needed to sleep, but I just couldn't sleep, so I just started re-listening to one of mine, shampoo, and I ended up listening to that whole thing, and who knows what time I went to bed. And woke up, tried to do my gratitude thing, sleep, dream a little, do it again, so on and so on. It's so crazy just being still, not not distracting yourself like for once with something else. And really having to listen to your own brain. And I'm gonna have to go back and listen to day one. I need to probably put some notes on day one, like, some of the craziness of this would be just to listen to how I progress as the 7 days happens, right? Like how much better I speak by the end of it, how much more confident, the different things I talk about, maybe even how fast my brain is working now compared to the first. Like if you can physically hear a change in me, I don't know. I'm tired though. I need to go home and go to sleep probably. I don't really want to. I'm kind of hungry. But Mondays are the worst for food. It's none of the places I really like to eat that are healthy are open today. Um, People are funny though. I'm actually really happy about some things I see in people. And I'm starting to understand why I do what I do. So when I talk about like it's so funny. And it may not have anything to do with me. Um it probably doesn't. Or maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just me being me, man. And it's been the same the whole life. I'm just now aware of it. And now I'm actually talking about it and showing it. And that's what's difficult. It's because, like I said, from one perspective, it looks like Cody's doing nothing. Like Cody's a bum, and I get it, because that's me. That's the way I see it too. Sometimes a lot. Well, even though I know that perspective is wrong, but that has to do with material stuff. And what I'm fixing is is eternal stuff. You know, one can get burnt up. One will last forever. But I've been more aware of how I affect people, and I don't truly know how it works yet. But I like to see people grow, man. I love it. It makes me so proud. And at the same time, it hurts me because then it's like I'm doing the best that I can, man, and I'm trying so freaking hard. It's just so difficult because I was on the other extreme. But it had to be that way because I had to know all good and bad. Like I had to know both of both. And I created it. That was my choice. That means I also have to defeat it. And that sucks. That sucks, bruh. Difficult. Not very easy. Not very easy. I guess I'm a fire starter. Honestly, I've always felt like I've been a fire starter since I was little. I just always, and I said that last night again. It always just seems like I laugh. I always say I bring the best out in people, and it's double sided. That's why um, it's funny. Is a lot of times I don't know if it's just me. I've just picked over the years. I've kind of noticed I affect people in a weird way. Um, where I can get people to open up. I've always been able to do it. Some people are longer than others. But just I don't know how I do it. I'm just glad that I didn't like take advantage of that. That's so weird. I had to be man, dude. Yeah, that's why I'm so naive about stuff because I built my life a certain way, and I've had many, many opportunities to do many shady things because I had power over them. And this isn't good or bad, but I was like, no, that's stupid, or I made it to where I was naive, and so I wouldn't see it and I wouldn't act on that. If that makes any sense. It's like I tempted myself with everything, yet didn't allow myself to be tempted at the same time. Like it's so weird. I can't I don't know what it is, but I know I did it. But I did it because I needed to be able to I needed lots of information. I needed all information, but simply. Well, I didn't overcomplicate it. Just straightforward. I needed to know that end and that end. For now, and then I need to spend 7 days, a lot of time working it all out. I can't remember what a brain dump or something. I didn't even. Someone told me about that last night. I didn't know it existed, but this is 100% a brain dump. This is 35 years of a brain dump. Like this is so much information that it's not even overwhelming to me. Like even what's funny is like I listen to myself in 2 speed. Now, like when I talk, and then I'll listen to it as fast as possible, again and again and again, at least 3 times. So it's like, dude, it's so much information, but it's still not even enough. Like I still have things to talk about. I'm not even touching. Dude, I have so much. I have so many stories. I have so many experiences. I, I remember I got my dog Ranger. I don't remember when, 18, 19, whatever. I love that little punk. He was cool. He was so small. Like when I got him, he would climb up on he'd climb up on my shoulder. Like he was that small, and I'm not a very like I mean I got pretty big shoulders. It's probably the biggest part of my body because I carried the world on it. And he would climb up there and just sleep, whatever. He was adorable. He was adorable, and I don't know where the story's going, but he was hilarious. He ran like he loved everyone. So as soon as I got him, like he went everywhere with me. He went to work with me. I'd go lay brick. He would come with me. You know, whatever. He everywhere. And when I cut grass, he would cut grass with me. He wouldn't cut grass, but he would go with me. He was in my truck all day, every day. Any job I went to, he was there. So he saw just everyone. I brought him around all the dogs, all people. Like he loved everyone. Like it's got, dude, that's so weird. Dude, that dog was me. So I remember I was working like in Brick Church Pike somewhere. I don't know. Harley Davidson and I don't know, place over there somewhere off of Briley West or East or something like that. And there was a church. I go to this job and I open the door and he hops out. Well, there's this woman, this black lady, like in the church parking lot, like away, like across the parking lot, like. And what does Ranger do? He full speed runs and just runs at her because he wants to lick her to death because he just loved he never met a stranger ever. And all he wants to do is just bombard you with love. But people are afraid of that. Like people don't like it. People never had it. And now looking back, like that was me. Like that dog was literally what I'm doing now, since I started this journey. Never seen a stranger. And before, all I saw was strangers. Now it's like I have nothing but love because I understand where you're coming from. Like I understand you went through trauma. This is why you're acting, and I have compassion for it because I was there. I may not have physically been there or gone through exactly what you've gone through, but I understand you've gone through something, and I've gone through something too. And I have no place to judge what you've done, and what you've chose, and what you've created. You created it, not me. Hopefully, whatever. And everyone has to deal with the repercussions of their own actions. But you're your own worst enemy. Like, I'm the reason why I feel the way I feel. It had nothing to do with nobody else. Like, if I pity party myself and cry and get all down and emotional, that's because of me. Not because of anybody else. Like, if I'm creating hell, like, and living in hell, like, it's because I created it. Not anybody else. And so I just have compassion for everyone. I mean, all I want to do is love and help. And, like, I'm here for you. I get it. I get it. It sucks. It sucks sometimes, man. Let me hand me a hand. Let me hold your hand. Ain't no one grabbed mine. But I'm here now and I'll hold yours. Is anything less to be pointless to me? If I can't help you, if I can't pick you up, then that's pointless. You may fall right back down when I let go of you. I hope not. And I may not be able to hold you forever because there's other people here. Other people that need help or need shown the way or shown that it's possible. It's not that I'm a way, like I'm it. Like, no, I'm not anything great. I'm just me, and I chose to die to myself so others could live. And it sucks and it's embarrassing. And maybe it is lonely, but I think everyone's life is technically lonely because you're the only one who can die to yourself. Like, no one else can do it for you. Like, no one else can battle themselves. So, like, it's inherently can't be lonely because there's no other option. It just is. Like, there's some things you just have to do for yourself. I mean, but someone can hold you. Maybe someone can help lend you some power, lend you some courage. But ultimately, it's just you, and it sucks. Because, yeah, it sucks bad. It sucks. You just gotta get past it, I guess. I don't know. That's why you gotta have compassion, dude. Because you can't take it back. You did it already. But you have to get past it. And you can't dwell on it forever. So I chose to reshape it with gratitude or learn my lesson, or now I know that I have to be confident, or now I know I was enough. And she saw something in herself. That's not me. I was always enough. And honestly, she's enough. Always. And I wish she could see it. I wish she could see her own light. I wish you could see your own light. I couldn't see my own light. And honestly, I still can't see it now. But I can feel it. And I have a responsibility. And I can either shy away from that responsibility or not. And if I shy away from it, then I think life is pointless. Because it's about the people. So I'm going to continue to do what I do. Hell, I wish someone would give me some power. I wish someone would help make the decision for me. I wish someone would hold my hand. Now I'm supposed to take I wish out of my vocabulary. Because this sucks. And this is difficult. And, and like I said, I think I have to do this by myself, and I hate it. Because ultimately, I don't know what anyone else would do. Like, what do they? I mean, I don't know. It's okay, Cody. But I know it is. Like, I don't have a choice. I took away all my choices. And I'm taking away all my choices. My truck's a freaking mess. And it represents my work life. Like, it's non-existent. I can't find anything, dude. Nothing in here. It's horrible. It's embarrassing. Because the old me found my worth in what I could do in my work. I thought that's what I was. I thought if I couldn't provide and help you, that was my worth. Like I'm unworthy of anything. And so it's still ingrained in me, even if I know the opposite. It's still evoking emotions in me, and I'm ashamed of it. But I created this monster. And I'm not really a monster. I just had to be extreme. I had to be this way. Because that's the only way y'all was going to make the best version of me. And I have to be the best version of me so I can help be the best version for others. So I had to do some really stupid stuff. And go to both extremes. Well, other people understood that that's stupid, and we can just look at the extreme from a distance and get the same result. But Cody was like, no, I have to go live it, because otherwise I'm making these stupid rules that, like, if I don't live that other extreme, then I'm a liar, and then I can't be true and authentic. So instead, Cody's like, I have to do the extreme, like physically, or whatever, or like I have to go as far extreme on everything. Otherwise I won't be able to talk about it and I'll be a liar. And like I said, ultimately it's for me. Because if I lie, ultimately I'm lying to myself, and that's stupid. Because then I don't truly love myself. And it's not that, I mean, yeah, you make mistakes, that's fine, and you have compassion, but ultimately, like, and I may lie to myself. I'm just saying, like, overall, like, I don't want to fall back in that cycle of starting to lie to myself. Like, if I lie to myself once, that's one thing, but I, unconsciously or something like that, or I'm just saying I don't want to make a habit of it. So I knew I had to push everything to the extremes. I just had to do it. There's no other option. There's no other option in my brain. But I'm a simple man. Maybe more likely there's a better way. But I like my way. Because my way, I guarantee you, is different than a lot of people. No, no. And I always knew this. That's what's so funny. It's like even when I was little, I was like, I always knew that I was, I just was different. Like my brain was different. I thought things differently. Like it always baffled me. Like my brothers, like my older brothers, he's smart, but in a different way. Like, but not. I don't know. But it was just different. Like I always thought different than him. Like it just, well, the way he thought just never made sense to me. Or maybe it was more like his was a one-track mind, and mine was like not. Mine was I already know what you're thinking. Yeah, I can see your perspective, but there's hundreds more perspectives. Depends on the variables, and what order of the variables depends on the freaking answer. Like there can't be one absolute. That's stupid. But that's just the way I saw it, because I couldn't focus on one thing. And it's not right or wrong on his part. He just thought different. And then I think my little brother, I'm trying to think how he thinks, because he's he was able to have more willpower than me. Um, like he was engineer, so like he had to do all that math like all day, every day, like 8 hours of math. Like me, no, I did a whole semester of math in freaking like 2 days. That's Cody. I'll wait till the end and be boom, but I ain't gonna do 8 hours of math all day for 7 weeks. Well, 8 weeks, no, I'm gonna wait till the end. I'm gonna smash it, and I'm gonna pass. C's get degrees, baby. I don't care if it's right or wrong. C's get degrees because it's stupid. I know how to do it because it's just a formula. You follow that formula, but I would just do it so fast. Who cares? Yeah, and it's always just baffled me because yeah, like people's hurt my brain my whole life because I've always just seen things so different in a different light. And that's why, like I say, I can justify anything, and I think it's just a way for me to judge, but judge more righteously, and not really. It's almost like the lack of judging, but it's not really. It ultimately has to do with compassion because it's almost like a step process, like an equation. You get this, like this is the problem. Then you look at it and you say, well, this is what they chose, right? And then you just assume the different perspectives of why that they picked their action, and then ultimately, if no one's dead or bleeding out, you just say compassion. Like if it doesn't break a Ten Commandment, then it's like that. The compassion. Based on your experience, that's why you chose that answer. That's why you did that thing that day. Maybe, who knows? Maybe that's how the scales are weighed. Like, I didn't infringe on your free will, but I did make a stupid decision. And if love thyself like you love the neighbor, whatever, man. Like, hear yo Israel. Whatever. Have no other gods before you. Well, I mean, God created you. He's in you. He's your creator. Like anything you make, like if you create something, that's you. Like literally. Like I think I thought about this. I don't know, maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. Well, actually, when I started this journey, and I really got involved with, I really got infatuated with the human body, and this was my thought. Um, like a computer, State Farm is there. Like a computer, like or any machine. Um, there's an instruction manual on how to work it, how to fix it. Like they don't hand those manuals out to everybody, because otherwise they wouldn't make money. So they gotta have tech people, right? But they got different manuals. But what I'm saying is, I looked at the human body that way. I said, wait a minute. I said, if the human body ultimately is a machine, and I cut my hand on a table saw and it heals. It heals my scar. We know it can re-heal things, unless we cut it off and then, we're not reptiles, so we don't replicate yet like that. Or maybe we can. Who knows? Maybe we just didn't feed it right. We don't have, I don't know. Whatever. But, so my thought was like, well, machines, these machines, have a creator. That creator is, so whoever that creator is God to us, because they created us. He created us. Whoever that is created us. And they had to have left an instruction manual somewhere. And then I was like, well, they had to. It's in us. Then it has to be because it has to be. There's too many machines, and there's no one to work on these machines, right? There's no external factors coming out of nowhere to whatever. So like, since we self-replicate or self-heal, I was like, the instruction manual has to be inside of us somewhere. We just have to be able to recall it. And then the repair manual as well. So I'm trying to figure that out, but I'll figure it out at some point. But that ultimately just it points to God. Like, we didn't just come out of nowhere. Like, there's a creator. And I think the biggest proof would be like the rules of the world. There always has to be a creator in this world. Always. In everything that we do. In anything. Like, whether it's animals, humans, new technology. Like, nothing just comes out, like nothing comes out of nothing. Like, if you can prove that to me, then let's have fun. Come on. I'm with you. I'll watch it. I'll study it. You show me that. You show me something comes out of nothing. It's crazy. My stomach's acting crazy. It's all making all kinds of noises and whatnot. Man, I need to go eat something. That's what I said, dude. Talking's tiring, bro. I didn't wonder why I didn't talk, because I was working. I was always, like I said, getting dirty, looking homeless, and doing everything for everybody else physically and mentally, like listening to them and just trying to help them out and take away their problems. But now I've been talking. Dude, it's tiring. I don't really know what to eat. I'm mostly just eating vegetables right now. They're so good. Probably need to go get some pickled beets, man. Them things are fire. I haven't had them in a couple months. I need some. They're so good for you. I don't know if they're good for you, but they're delicious. They're probably less good for you since they're pickled, but who cares? Who cares? I wonder. I need to look into braiding like your hair, cause I like it. It's cool. Like it looks cool. It feels cool. I haven't done it, so it's not the norm for me. So it's like nostalgia. Nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk. Um, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't like not being able to wash it. I really don't like it at all. But then again, like I know that's where the shampoo comes from. It's because we're putting stuff in our hair that we shouldn't really do, and we're taking away the oils. When I know at some point we're gonna have to go back to where it's simpler times, and we're gonna have to not be able to wash our hair, and then go back to the natural oils are gonna start producing and whatever. So maybe this is the struggle here. It's just like, well, you can't be washing your hair all the time, Cody. So go get it braided anyways, and start learning that, you know, get back to nature, get nurtured by nature. I don't know. But then I think a lot of it is me giving up control because, like I said, I like the smell. So then, if I'm not washing my hair, then it's not smelling like it's supposed to be smelling. Then my hats don't smell the same. Then I don't smell the same, and then ultimately it's irritating. Um, Less irritating now. Before, when I was angry, like Cody get mad. Now I'm just more irritated, but I also um, I just don't really want to. Like, why would I do something if it's going to irritate me? I guess it's a waste of time. Maybe, who knows? I don't know. Even though I know there's a transition period where, like, since you wash it every day, like, um, I don't know if it produces oil faster or less than. But then that's what they said. Like after a week or something, or 2 weeks, like your body will produce the right amount of oils, and then you're good to go. But like to me, that freaks me out, bro. I don't. No way. Ain't no way, bro. You gotta wear something at night, like that's just it's not my norm, so it's weird to me. To sleep in pantyhose, I feel like I'm gonna wake up and rob a bank or something. You know what's funny? It's before COVID happened, like I was reading. I could be wrong on this, but I was reading some laws or something like that came out for Hendersonville, and like there was right before it happened, like there was a no mask policy. Like it's against the law to wear a mask. Like this is how petty this world is. Um, you couldn't. I think yeah, there's a no law, mask law, and I still laugh. I laugh so hard because then the thing happened, the whatever, and then they restrict mask restrictions, and everyone's wearing masks. I'm like, this is how stupid law is. Is you pass the law, no one even knows about the law. Then for the last 2 years, now all these people are breaking the law, technically, based on your stupid rules that you guys didn't even think about, whatever. Um, and no one even knows. Like that's how law works because they didn't enforce it. And so the whole time, I'm the only one who's not breaking the law, while everybody else is breaking the law that they created. I laugh so hard. It's like, man, you guys are crazy. You guys made your own self lawbreakers. That's how dumb you are. But not really. It had nothing to do with people. No one even knew. I see the jest behind it. I think they wanted you not to you know, be able to rob people. I get it. But it's just funny to me because the chain of events that happened, it just made me laugh. Because I was like, this is how the law, this is why our justice system is broken. Because we think it's a good idea to do this, to do A, and then we don't like, and then you instantly make somebody a criminal. You instantly like make that 80-year-old grandmother a criminal for no reason, and then they could justify putting you in whatever because you broke the law that they created, that now they have to implement because they didn't think it through. And it had nothing to do with anything. And I get it, I know, like, circumstances caused that to be in place, whatever, for the other stuff. And maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Well, we ain't gonna talk on that. Because I've been suffocated my whole life, bro. And it sucks. I get it. I get it. I suffocated myself my whole life. I've been in a mask my whole life. Until now. Until 5 days ago. That's funny. Hilarious. No masks or hoodies in Hendersonville. It's against the law. Well, like I said, the law is funny, man. Our justice system messed up. We have a good one here in Hendersonville, dude. Like, I mean, we have a good police force here. Like, I mean, I think at one point in time we had like the highest police per capita, in the whole United States of America. Which I don't know if that's good or bad, to be honest with you, but we had the most protection per person. Or most, I wouldn't say protection, but they do protect here. They do a lot better here than other places. They do protect and serve here. I'll give you that for the most part. They're pretty cool here. And like that's the biggest thing. Like we just gotta remember that the people, bro. Like, and that's a tough job. That's a very hard job. That's a job where like everyone hates you, and you have to assume that everyone hates you, and you have to assume that everyone's gonna kill you. Every day, all day. Otherwise, like, you could die at any second. You just never know. I don't know if that's the right way to look at it. You got to be pretty aware, and like, you just never know because you're just put in more situations than the average human being. You're put in more unsafe situations than the average human being, I guess. So it's difficult, And like I'll whatever. But I've never had a problem with them. I've been pulled over many, many times. And honestly, I've never been discriminated against, ever. Well, I can't say that. I've never been discriminated against and me not put them in their place. Let's put it that way. They learned their lesson that day. And I hope that from my meeting with them forward that they learned their lesson. But then again, many times. Many times, but it's so funny, dude. But they're cool, man. They're just regular people, man. tough job. Different areas, obviously, different experiences. I get it. You know, and if you act a fool, man, and you can't get mad if you get treated, you get hassled, you acting a fool. You got them mugging people and stuff like you can't be mad. You got them breaking the law. Like I mean, I think some laws are stupid. But like if you're infringing somebody's free will and you're getting pulled over by a cop and you're asking for trouble, well, that's on you, bro. You can't blame it on society. You can't blame it on this or that. Like if like you can't blame no one but yourself. Because I've been there. I've had all the same attributes as you. And I have a weapon in the truck. Always. And I've never been discriminated against. Never, no point in time has there ever been a problem. Because if you treat people like with respect and you're not causing a problem in the first place, then it doesn't matter. And even if something comes up, and I put them in their place verbally, I still do it with respect because I'm trying to teach a lesson. And in return, I get treated with respect. I got pulled over a couple weeks ago. I was driving down the road. I answered my phone and was talking through my Bluetooth in my truck, but the phone was in my hand. He pulls me over instantly. I saw him come up flying through the side and slams the brakes, pulled me over. He's like, I'm pulling you over. I said, no, man, what's up? Because I didn't even know. I didn't think anything about it. He's like, well, you're talking on your phone. It's hands-free. I said, oh, well, I didn't know. Like, I'm talking. You can hear the dude on the phone talking through the Bluetooth, like going through my truck. But my energy was weird, was different, and I didn't lie to him. And I instantly told him, I was like, what's up, dude? I got a gun right here, bro. He's like, that's cool. You don't reach for yours, I won't reach for mine. I was like, that's fine, cool. Didn't get a ticket. He's like, even though he goes, this is whatever, like no matter what, zero tolerance. It's like, but your energy is good, like whatever. But I was honest and respectful. There's been other instances when I get pulled over, and they run my one night they ran all my lawnmower equipment, and I heard it over the PA system, and it was nighttime, so I had one on the right side, shining his light, watching me the whole time. And then I heard them running me on the PA. And I yelled at him and said, hey. I said, hey, buddy, come here. He's like, what? I was like, why are you running my stuff like I'm a criminal, man? And he's like, whoa, what are you talking about? I was like, why are you running my stuff like a criminal? I said, why don't you come up here and ask me like a man? I said, you already got a guy over here with a gun. It's like, why are you assuming that I'm a criminal? And it's, younger kid. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't treat me with respect, how am I going to treat you? I mean, I'm still going to treat you with some respect, but I'm going to put you in your place. Because we need to hold each other as humans, accountable. Like, he knows me from no one. And all he had to do was ask. But then again, it's a very difficult situation. And it's always double-sided. It's based on perspective. But see, in my eyes, what I saw him doing, like they were teaming up against me. They were ganging up on me. And they were assuming that I was the bad guy. When ultimately, in my eyes, they're the bad. They were being bad to me. Like they were being shady. And so that's how the world works. That's what's crazy is you start programming kids in the inner cities. That police are always bad, and yeah, accidents happen and stuff. But also, like if you're out there selling drugs and stuff and living a rough life, then that's part of the risk, bro. Like if all you want to do is make 10 grand every week, and you may or may not die by the time you're 20, that's your choice. You can't be mad. And then same thing, if you're a cop, you're gonna get tainted if all you see is that. And you see young boys with guns and just full of testosterone or whatever you want to call it, testosterone, and making money and nothing to live for because they know they're gonna die. They have a very high chance of dying at a young age. They never know, so they're just gonna live for the weekend, live for the day. Is it right or wrong? I don't know, bro. To each his own, but the repercussions are real. And then you get what you get what you get. It sucks. But it's double-sided. This is the whole point of all of this. And we need to reevaluate the police system. It's a broken system. The justice system is broken. All of it is broken. America is broken. And until we come together as human beings, not different classes and races, and fix this stuff, it's never gonna get fixed. And I think on the bigger scale, it's never gonna be that way. Like you're gonna have to step away with your family and build communities, small communities somewhere. And understand that we can't save everyone because not everyone wants to change. And that's what a lot of my journey is now, is understanding that I have to walk away at some point. I can't help everyone. And I can't physically do it for you. And I'm not gonna. That's what I used to try and do. And it put me in hell. The hell I created, but I needed to see that hell. I had to be in hell. So I could know what the best way to live was, and to change, and to understand it. And to understand that I didn't want to be there. And to help bring people out of it. Because it sucks. And a lot of times you don't even know you're in hell. You just know that's your normal. And like you can't, you can't get out of there unless someone drops you a ladder, and it better be like a fireproof ladder. But there gotta be someone on the top to pull you out. I don't know how I got out. God got me out, I guess. Yeah, he had to have. Cause I can't even dunk, dude. I'm only 5'4". No, I didn't jump out. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm stronger than I think I am. Which is probably the case. Probably the case. I need to get something to eat though. People out here feeding ducks. Bunch of quacks. Feeding bunch of quacks. I wonder why they call doctors quacks. Why do they call doctors quacks? Doctors. Ducks. Walks like a duck. If it talks like a duck, then it's a duck. What? Quacks. I'm gonna have to look that up. Why they call doctors quacks? Huh. Got somebody out here throwing bread, and then they're just coming from geese, pigeons, black ducks, white ducks, green ducks, all kinds of ducks. They're all coming. They don't care. They're just trying to come to get fed. Because this is what they know. They know this is where they get fed at. It's kind of weird to watch. Because like they trained them, and they broke their spirit, and then now they don't. They stay around here because they just get free food. It's cool because you watch some of them ain't coming. They don't care. Maybe they're not hungry, or they're just whatever. They're more independent than some of them. Like some of them are followers, and like. But then again, some of them are leaders, and then they walked over here, and then the followers followed them. So you gotta be careful. Like, and that's what I'm talking about. It's like I hope that I'm checking myself, and I hope I don't want to. That's why this is for entertainment purposes only. Check everything yourself, because I don't want to lead people down the wrong path. And I don't. I mean, what am I saying? This is just me talking and trying to be the best version of myself. Trying to figure everything out, and trying to find, make sure that I can be the man I need to be for my family in the future, and to help others, and just be there to hold their hand, or to just walk behind them in case they trip or something. I can catch them, and maybe they won't fall on their face or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe you can see me standing in the distance, and you can like, hey Cody, I'm like, what up, dude? Walk this way for a minute. I'll talk to you. I'll give you some time. And then you give me some time in return. Because that's what's crazy. I look now, and like, look at it. Like, I'm by myself, but I deem this not pointless. I'm talking to myself for once in my life. So this is how I know that me building is literally pointless. Because I'm doing this right here by myself, and this is not pointless. Because there's a purpose behind it. It's affecting it can affect people, and it's really affecting me, and it's growing me right now. Which is the most important thing for me. Well, the other thing it doesn't. I just need to find some money and just either hire somebody or something. It's just so hard to trust people, even still. I don't know. But this is definitely not pointless in my eyes. Because this is like literally the first time I've even focused on me. Like I can't. It doesn't. It may not make any sense to anybody, but to me, I can't explain it with words. I just feel it. Like I can't even. Like there's no word to explain. Like this. It's almost like a Kool-Aid man through the wall. Like that's the word that I need. Like that's the feeling. Like bam. Like I don't know how else to explain it. That's just me. That's what it is, bro. Um, I just Kool-Aid man through the wall, man. That's it. And there ain't no going back. And I ain't going back. That's why I done destroyed it. I had to go through the wall. There was a door right there, but it was locked. And I said, I'm not going back to my truck for the key. If I go back to my truck for the key, I ain't coming back. I'm gonna go, do something else. I'm gonna go back to what was easy and complacent, and actually like towards a really materialistic world that I may or may not have enjoyed. But to me, I saw that road leading to like a road of fakeness. Um, Mostly like this is kind of weird to say, but like maybe just filled with a lot of carnal pleasures, ultimately, that's I knew that would be the path that it would lead me down. And that's a lot of it. I built my life in a certain way so I wouldn't be out doing that stuff. And I knew, I actually knew, yeah, I know who I am, bro. That's why I talk about presents and gifts all the time. Because you have repercussions to everything. If I start rolling around and, you know, the other way, if I before I fixed myself, if I would have not been able to handle anything like that. I wouldn't have. Honestly, just with a little bit of confidence, I wouldn't be able to handle it. Now that I'm actually understanding who I am and I'm confident in my abilities as a human being to do good, but I gotta finish it. And once I finish it, then I can be capable of making wise decisions and not acting a fool, and then falling down an even darker road of unhappiness and emptiness. But conquer the world, but lose my soul. To each his own, really. Like, who cares? But I do care. Because I want infinity. I don't want the other thing. I don't want a minute when I can have eternity. I don't want a memory when I can have all of it forever. That's real. That's the only real thing to me. Whatever, though. To each his own, man. I just know me, man. This one's kind of weird. I don't even know if I should post it. But then again, it's for entertainment purposes only. It's just the way my brain's working. But I'm gonna have to one day just listen. Like maybe this is the last day of me recording, and then I need to just start listening from day one or movie one to this. Cause this sounds so different than the beginning. Um, this is very different. And I'm super tired, dude. So tired right now. Um, and it sucks because I think I need to do like a fast at some point. But I can't be physically working um, and do it because this one needs to be a real one, like a real hardcore one, to kind of reset my just to dump everything out, really clean me and get a fresh start, like physically. Now that I'm getting healthier, but I need to clean out the toxins in that liver. Um, unless I have some supernatural encounter that just heals everything instantly, which whatever, I don't know. But maybe I'm not really sure yet if that's even a thing. I mean, I think it is, but whatever. I'm just trying to get better. I'm just trying to heal my mind first, and my body's coming, and then do what it takes for me to flush out my system and flush out my liver, and just kind of get a restart. And then once that stuff is clean, then feed it the right nutritionist value, and then you can like heal naturally. Your body's, we know it's naturally able to heal itself, so that's what we're gonna do. For me, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't know. I'm hungry. I'm super hungry. I kind of want to fat camp it. You may not know what that is. I used to call it when we were younger. Where you just go to whatever. Back when Taco Bell was good, and you could just buy just tons of food and just fat camp it, you know, like the movie. um, just go ham, dude. Just gluttonous monster, you know. But whatever. To each his own. To each his own. I don't know what I should eat though. Man, my truck is acting weird. I think like rear ends. I think it's been like grease has been coming out of it or something, bro. I don't know. I paid for some dudes to do it a year ago or something. I don't know. Put new pinion stuff on it and whatnot, but I don't know. It's so weird. Like I just don't even care. I honestly just don't care. Like it's weird. Like yeah, since this journey started, like dude, I just don't care. It's so weird. Like if I break something, I just don't care. Like if I don't, if I, like I said, I slid into a rail with my truck and I just like nothing. It's so like I was so neutral or just numb, other than anger, like before. That now it's like I used all my anger up. It took me 30. I loved anger so much, and there was so much anger that it took me 35 years to get rid of it. But I finally ran out of anger, and it took 35 years. And I don't think it was 34. I don't think. I think I. It may have actually been right after I turned 35. So April 27th. Is my birthday, which is fire. Like because I was born in the fourth month. Like I said, on the 27th day, which is 2, 4, 7. Same numbers, just whatever. I don't know, man. My life is crazy. Um, I don't know, and I looked into astrology a little bit, not much. I don't really do it. I do know that it's like it correlates pretty freaking well. Like if I'm a Taurus or whatever that is, and I read the stuff just whatever, real quick, and like that's me, bro. Like that's me. It's funny. It's funny how close it is, so it's got to be somewhat true, and then there's got to be somewhere in the middle, though. It's not. It's neither extreme. I think in everything, man. That's what's so crazy. It's like it's so weird. And then again, it's like it doesn't really matter unless you believe it. Unless you believe it. You know what's weird is like I think when I start like a couple months ago when I went on a trip I don't know, something told me to start an Instagram, which I never did. And then I did do it and start taking pictures. And it was really the first time I even took pictures ever. Honest, it is. But that was cool. But then I started like man, this world's so jacked up, bro. Like it's weird. I don't even want to talk about it. But I had to see everything. That's what's so funny. It's like I had to, man, I had to fall into everything. Like I had, so I can know. That's what's so weird. It's like I had to test it. I am fire. Like I am a fire starter, but that means I'm the one touching the fire. I'm always gonna start the fire, but that means I'm gonna get burnt every single time. Because I'm always taking that stupid risk so I can learn the information. And then in doing so, I get, you know, I have to live it for a little bit until I can break out of it. But then I learn it though. Like that's how I learn it. And it's not, you know, it's because I needed to experience it. I had to experience it because I'm stupid. You're like, dude, that's gonna hurt if you jump off that. I'm like, well, you know, I get it, but I need to feel that. But I need to feel that hurt so I can understand it, so I can warn other people so they don't have to do it. And be able to tell a story well enough and true enough and authentic enough so they won't even have to test it. And they can see my scars. I can prove to them that what I'm saying is true based on my scars. And they can see my scars, or they can feel my scars, or they can hear my scars, and they know it's true. And then I'm not lying. I never looked at it that way. Like I said, all this is me just talking through, learning every second, like understanding more, and God, you know, helping me understand. And really, it's weird how draining it is, dude. I'm confused. I'm just confused that like it makes zero sense that talking makes me so tired. But then again, I have, you know, 3, 4 days of experience, and I understand like my experience counter is not very big, but it's tiring. That's what I said. I'm gonna have to take a break from talking soon. And maybe, like I said, after this next couple of days, I'll disappear for a minute, and maybe I'll go back to work. Um, I got tons of it. I don't want to do it. I don't think. But like I said, money is, you know, something. You know, whatever. Easy money. I need a new truck. You know, like I said, I got that life coaching certificate. I mean, it seems really cool. I think I'd be good at it. Um, but like I want to shadow someone. I want to sit in some like things and like listen to them and like kind of understand. Like I want to go to a better school, even though like you know, I make fun of school. But it's like, especially if I'm trying to help some. I don't know, man. I'm doing it right now, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't do any of that crap. Like I should just do it my way. Just do it new. However, don't even listen to that stuff and just be me. And whatever happens, happens. That's probably the right answer. I know it is. I just need to figure out how to make it, I guess. Figure out how to like market myself, figure out how to like what I'm doing. Figure out how to have multiple streams of income, and then build those incomes so I can give. Like that's what ultimately what I want to do is I want to be able to make enough money and like and then companies or whatever with skills, maybe at some point go back to building and stuff and hire people and not physically do any of the labor, but then maybe pay my people well, let them kind of have take control, but me get a percentage, and then I'm able to put that percentage back into a giving budget every month. So ultimately, I want to, because that's what abundance is. I would like to just have enough so I could whatever I could live in a little mini shack or whatever. Who cares? Have businesses, but then whenever profits or something come off, like I can make me a giving budget, and then I can just live my life doing what I want to do, just driving around, the world, seeing things, bettering myself, stopping, helping people. If I see somebody that in need, just roll up and then roll out. You know what I'm saying? Do what I gotta do, and never see them again. Leave my time with them. Let me take some of their time, maybe. I don't know, or just But I'm gonna leave more than I give in return. Or I can help them with my, whatever, and then leave and never, do my part, and then go to the next place. Who knows who's gonna show up? Who do I need to meet? You know what I'm saying? Not who needs to meet me, but who do I need to meet? And just leave it out of my control, but I got things in place where I can ultimately make a change and change and help many peoples, all peoples. Doesn't matter what creed or color, because that doesn't matter. That's stupid. That's They made that up for control, man, to divide you and deplenish your worth, deplenish mine. And some of us, it doesn't take much for us to lose it, and then it's hard to get it back, buddy. It's hard to get it back. And it's not that you don't have it. It's hard to get that perspective. Because actually, a lot of us never had it. And no one's ever showed us how to have it. And no one's really been capable of even showing us that we had it. Because you kind of got to force it in there sometimes. Some people you got to dog cuss them to get the point across. Before you got to get them so whatever that you can sneak it in there. You got to sneak in that spark. Whether you got to manipulate them a little bit or you got to yell at them. Everyone takes it differently. But you just got to find a little opening and you got to just, when they ain't looking, you flick that spark in there. I just remember, I remember like when I started therapy, like I don't know, like for some reason I just I called everything the long concave con, because I don't have I can't describe it anything else. I can, I don't know, long con. I don't know. Like I know kind of what I feel in my head, but since I've never seen anyone do, like I've never seen anyone. I can't explain it. Like I've never seen anyone ever do anything good for a long amount of time for a good result, if that makes any sense. And so the only thing I can equate it to is the long con. Well, it's a job that you're doing, but it's all, but it takes a long amount of time to get that result. It's so weird. Like I can't think of a time in my life ever. Like it doesn't exist. Like, dude, I hope someone can help me here. Um, what would that even be called? If someone did something for a long time with good intentions and had a good outcome, like, is that even, what is that? I don't even have a clue. Like, I can't. The only thing I can see is the opposite of that, which is a con. And it took a long amount of time. It took a sacrifice, and you had to plan it. And dude, that's freaking me out right now. Like, because there has to be a good version of that, right? And that's why I kept saying long con, long con. Like, that's all I could. I'm gonna have to break the word down. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do that later. But what would the opposite of a long con be? I don't get it. I'm so confused. It's not even that I'm confused. It's just I don't know. I don't know what that is. What is it? Love? Like if I intentionally did something for the better good, what is that called? Like if I sacrificed this, and it took a long time, like for a good intention, like what is that called? Dude, that's gonna bug me for eternity. Unless it's just love. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've never. And maybe once I get a word for it, like if someone can help me out here. Um, Other than love, I guess. And love, I don't know. Maybe it has to be love. I guess I don't know. I can't even step away from this. I can't even grab another perspective right now. It's so weird. I don't know, man. On that note, I gotta go get something to eat. It's 1:44. I'll be back maybe later. Peace.